And so let's just get right into it tonight. Heavenly Father God, thank you so much, Lord, that you know what every single person here needs, Lord. You know what I need. And so I ask you, Holy Spirit, to just minister to every single person in here and me, and that we will come out of here having received what we need from you. In Jesus' name, amen. So tonight is a different kind of KBF for multiple reasons. We're not going to show any of the promo videos. How many people do we have on Zoom tonight? 8. I was going to say 9. I'll prophesy and say 9. Hello, Zoom people. Actually, we want you to be a part of this as well. So I'll let you know, Maria, when we might want to patch somebody in. But it'll be in a little while. So tonight, we're going to be doing a shortened KBF. So we have 43 minutes left. Our goal is we're going to do a hard stop, and like any good manager of time should do, you set an alarm. So let's do that now. Let's go a little bit before 6:45. Let's go to 6:43. All right. So tonight, Pastor Rodney is here, and he's going to be in Studio B, and we're doing a special kind of different service tonight, live broadcast, telecast on all the platforms. So you on Zoom, when we do end at 6:45, at 7 o'clock, you can go to revivaltv.com and continue with us live. So for everybody in the room, that building right behind us, if you've never been to Studio B, when we leave here, you'll kind of go right back through the pavilion and into Studio B. Pastor Rodney's going to be in there tonight. The whole team is going to be in there, and he's doing a special studio broadcast from there. So it's not even necessarily like a normal service. I don't know exactly what he has planned, but I'm sure it's going to be good. And so So when we're done from here, we're going to dismiss early enough so we all have time to gather and go and resume in there. So I had asked about having KBF in there. Can we just go here until you interrupt us? And the answer was no. And so here we are in here. But who was here 2 weeks ago? A lot of y'all from marketing, right? And so we did, it seems like it was 4 days ago. But 2 weeks ago, we did a Kingdom Business Fellowship on simple and cost-effective marketing. And because I knew we had limited time, I could just stand here and talk the whole time, but that's no fun. So what I wanted to do is kind of more of a round table thing. So again, if you could put your hand up if you were here 2 weeks ago. Okay, and who of you have a business? Keep your hand up if you're still in that category. Okay, great. So what I wanted to do is briefly recap some of what we talked about 2 weeks ago. Does anybody have notes from 2 weeks ago? I knew you would. Okay, and so what I wanted to do is actually go and talk around the room. That's why we have 2 mics tonight, and talk to some of you that maybe over the last 2 weeks have tried some of these things, or if you've made any adjustments in how it's working for you, and or even if you have things that just work for you that might be helpful to the group. So as a bunch of business owners in here that do management, marketing, sales, production, different things, all of us do some sort of marketing, and we know what has worked for us. And so now tonight we get to actually kind of help each other. So what I do want to do is let's... I think we had, 10 different categories, right? 13 categories. We don't have enough time to do all 13. That would be 3 minutes each. So what we can do is let's do this. Aaron, we're going to start here, and we're going to go front to back, and let's just get everybody's name. You're going to hold the microphone. Don't let go for any reason, no matter how hard they pull. Okay. And, so you're going to hold the mic. And then when we get to you, just say, hey, my name is Tony Utegaard, and I own a company that we make, whatever it is, carpool tables that look like cars, and we sell them all over the world. Great, thank you. It's going to be short, so we don't need like the whole history of the call of God on your life when you were 4 and how he's anointed you for business, and the first 9 didn't work out, but this is, we're going to just kind of go quick, a brief introduction, and I'm going to try to remember what everybody did. So we'll start with you.
Hi, my name is Shanique. This is Gabriel. I own a outreach ministry, and Gabriel is going to be owning a business when he turns 18 next month.
Awesome.
It's going to be social media, kind of helping ministries with their social media.
So social media marketing.
Yes.
This is the class for you, Gabriel. Okay, next, sir, right behind. Yep.
Hello, my name is Troy Tedesco. It's my first time here. I have a real estate investing LLC. I'm in a program for it, a Christian program called Surge U. But it's my first time out here, and I'm excited to learn some stuff in kingdom business.
So where are you from?
Originally Connecticut, but I moved to Texas for 3 years, and my mom lives in Clearwater, so came out. I'm all wet because I drove my motorcycle, and I got caught in the rain.
That happens. I hear Texas in there. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah.
What's your first name again?
Troy.
Troy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Troy.
No problem.
Hello, my name is Caleb Grigsby, and I don't own a company yet.
Yet?
I'm actually also a first-year RU student, and I'm looking to see what's God's plans for me here.
That's awesome. Nice to meet you, sir. Is there enough room, Aaron, for you to kind of
Yes,
like...
my name is
wiggle?
Eduardo Giorgi. I'm a fourth-year Bible student, and I'm starting my business, launching it. It's called washmecleanseme.com, and it's a pressure washing company.
Sweet. So we have, just to recap, we have a ministry, social media marketing, real estate stuff, and a pressure washing company, and a RBI student, River University student. Yes, ma'am.
I'm Noreen Charles, or better known as Shannon Charles. Don't have any business yet, seeking to find out what to really do.
God has that answer for you. Yes, sir.
My name is Justin Myers. I own a real estate brokerage firm and a real estate investing firm.
Okay, cool. So what do you do exactly? Like the main thing?
So the main thing, I've switched from helping people buy and sell houses to more so flipping.
Okay.
But just anywhere where I can get investment in real estate.
That's awesome. This is Levi and my daughter, Elisa. They're both in River University first year. They're not together. They're related. Okay. I'm sorry, Levi. Go ahead and tell people what you're going to do.
Hi, my name is Levi Hoffman, and I'm a first-year RU student.
And he's going to be a lawyer. Okay.
Hello, I'm Elisa Utegaard. This is my father. I am also a first-year Bible school student.
I'm Sandra Graham. I'm from Colorado. We moved here, and I'm just looking to see what to do next. So this is a perfect spot to be.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm Miriam Love. I own a, well, it was consulting, agriculture consulting, and it's morphing into farming so, here in Florida.
That's a good thing. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, sir. We'll jump back to you.
I'm Steve. I sell Florida real estate and also do web design, and I'm going to do more cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good field. Let's start this.
I'm Jonathan Huckaba. I do remodeling, and then I also have an insurance company helping people get out of debt and build kingdom wealth.
Insurance and remodeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Judy Miller. No business, and I'm not a student.
Okay.
Just deciding.
Hi, I'm Samuel Huckaba, and I'm a farmhand for hire.
Farmhand?
Mm-hmm. Or a ranch hand.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hi, I'm Robin Cobb. I've been a member here about 5 years, and I'm currently not doing a business, but I am rebuilding our boat, and I help her with what she does. So, this is my wife.
Hi, I'm Susan Duncobb, and I write books. I also have 2 irons in the fire. You have, what, about 10 or 11 or more? And I'm a civil rights activist, and I'm really good at that. But it doesn't pay money. But I spend a lot of hours and time doing that, and so at the moment I'm not writing my books.
We do need more. It's like being a constitutional attorney. Very important, no money.
Hello, everybody. I'm Monica, and, well, God has now called me into full-time ministry, so I got ordained as pastor, and I'm walking in faith right now and doing full-time ministry and working from home just online for right now, leading Bible studies and praying for people, soul winning on Facebook Live and YouTube. And then God has some other things in store coming up, so big adventures.
That's awesome. Quick backstory about Monica. Wow, 20 years ago, was it?
It's been a long time now.
It's been a long time, 15, 17. It's been a long time. We met going to another church, and that church had started a small group. It wasn't Kingdom Business Fellowship. It was Artists
in Fellowship.
Artists in Fellowship.
Yes.
Like, well, I'm kind of artsy. And we went, and I don't remember what art you were even doing at the time.
Yeah, I was the leader of it, and God put that on my spirit to help. I was in modeling and acting, and I felt like the Lord wanted me to lead a group for artists of all types, whether it was, people in the entertainment or painters, musicians, people like Tony, that's multi-talented.
But I remember that was a fun group. So there's those niche groups. That could be your calling. You never know where it's going to take you, and here we are.
Yeah.
So,
It's
all right.
amazing what God does.
Hello, my name's Kendall, and I have a business in goat milk and so forth and different products.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Tracy Henry, and I actually have a notary business. I have one in Georgia, and I'm just trying to get the paperwork and everything settled here in Florida to start it up here. Okay.
Bethy and Wisser, I'm just about to launch an online business, so here to learn as much as I can.
Great. Steve.
Stephen Lovell. I'm in the asphalt maintenance business, paving, concrete, and various other things. It's actually very boring, but so I've been getting into some other things too. So it's the business is going well, but I like to do other things too.
Hey, I
so.
used to sell asphalt driveways door to door. Very illustrious career. Yeah.
Everybody needs it though.
They do.
Hello, my name is Anna. I am a retired teacher I'm trying to get into the business of manufacturing the outdoor products like a portable sun canopy that I've designed, 2 of them, one commercial and one for traveling. So I'm working on that, and I need to market it.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is Jim Hess. I'm a realtor with eXp Realty, and I'm the coolest realtor in town. Anybody's looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give me a call. Yeah.
He's the aggressive type. He's the type that'll go door to door to door to door and give everyone a booklet and flyer every quarter, all about their house. Yes, ma'am. Are you with him?
I'm the assistant.
The assistant,
I'm
okay.
his
She's really the boss. We all
That's
know
right.
it.
This is true.
Yeah.
She's great.
Andrew Vance, I'm in water treatment sales.
Water treatment. All right, so the first thing I love about this is we have everything from goat milk to asphalt concrete to real estate investing to writing books, internet marketing, every kind of thing here. And we have 3 new people that snuck in back here as well, or 2. Yeah.
Me first. So my name is Morgan, and I'm a hair salon and spa owner and a wellness business, and pre-launching into ministry.
Awesome.
My name is Helen, and I have no business yet, waiting on the Lord to give me my assignment.
That's great. Well, you've come to the right place for those looking to start a business. Even if you don't have one yet, you can learn, and it's all putting tools in the tool bag for when you do have one later. We've had so many people that have come here from different walks of life, other churches, starting at every age you could imagine. We've had Bible school students that have come out of here and then gone on to own $80 million companies. So, don't limit it. God's going to, if your desire is to work in that field of business for his kingdom, he will show you your assignment and what it is. So one of the things that's fascinating, if you look at the wide variety of businesses here in the room, and I've often had to answer this question when people say, well, Tony, what do you do? I finally had to, I own a business that owns other businesses. What other businesses? Well, we have a manufacturing company. We make furniture for hotels, assisted living facilities, hospitality, nursing homes. We have a pool table manufacturing company that makes pool tables that looks like cars and ships them all over the world. We have an accounting firm, a bookkeeping firm, an employee leasing company, own a hotel. We're building another hotel, and I forgot the other half of them. Finance. What am I missing? A coffee shop. There's more, baby. What else? Car furniture. We have an e-commerce website, which is like the Amazon of all things automotive, art, accessory, lighting, and decor. And so you look at the whole broad range of that. And one of the things that that God did, and he helped me kind of compare it to this, right? So the thing about business, whatever your business is, be it goat milk products, which when I was a little kid, we used to raise goats. We had to go hand milk 40 goats every morning. And so the thing about business is no matter what business it is, I've got a $50 million solar company, a $10 million a year paving company, I flip houses, I sell vitamins, whatever it is, all businesses essentially are the same. Making furniture is the same exact thing, almost, as making pizza or making coffee. So when you take a business and you break it down, it's kind of like being a veterinarian, right? So when you look at a veterinarian can fix your horse, check your cow, check your parrot, check your iguana, look after your ferret that's having a problem, check out your turtle, your pet bunny, and you're like, how? These things are like, some are amphibians, some are cold-blooded, some are warm-blooded. Well, they all have certain things in common, right? They all have bones, they all have blood, they all eat, they all poop, they all process oxygen somehow. The same vet that can do a surgery on your koi goldfish can usually also help your other animals. And that's because instead of focusing on one thing, like if you have a podiatrist, human doctor, they focus on the foot, right? Or an eye doctor focuses on the eye. A veterinarian kind of has to pull back and focus on the generalities of everything. Well, the cool thing about business is every business is basically broken down into 6 departments. Management, what are we doing and when do we do it? Marketing, how do we get the word out about ourselves? Sales, how do we close the deal if somebody wants what we have? So management, marketing, sales, production, how do we do what we're going to do? Finance, okay, we got to get the money for what we just did. How do we handle that? Taxes and insurance and payables and receivables. And then so management, marketing, sales, production, finance, and then human resources, and I'll say it again slowly. You've probably, if you've been here long enough, you've heard me say that list 1,000 times. Management, marketing, sales, production, doing the thing you said you would do, finance, and then when you can't do all of those things by yourself anymore, human resources. So every business starts out as one person doing all of those things, and then eventually, you fill in where you need help. We've been talking about marketing. So you could teach on marketing for years and years. You could take an 8-year master's degree in marketing, and you still won't scratch the surface. And by the time you've learned it all, it's all old. But what we did last KBF is we went through, and if you haven't, go to kbftampa.com, or you can go to YouTube and type in KBF Tampa, all one word, and find our channel. 2 weeks ago, we did a KBF all on cost-effective marketing. And we went through, I think you said 13, John, right? It's John? Jonathan. Yeah, we went through 13 different categories of marketing. And we focused in on that. I mean, it's great to have $1 million a year marketing budget. I don't yet. And so we focused on, well, what are some cheap things we can do in marketing? What are free things? Sometimes the best things you can do in marketing are actually the old school things that really cost nothing, but nobody wants to do. And so we talked about like one of my favorite ones. We call it hot knocking. So that's where if you text your grandmother and tell her I'm preaching. If you... Family life. My mom's calling, and normally I would answer her call. When you have an appointment, you're going to go clean windows or fix somebody's roof or mow their lawn or give them a quote for painting their bathroom. As a rule, we would always tell our teams that any in that kind of business was, hey, when you talk to this person, knock on this door, and the 3 across the street. And we talked about that last week. I'm not going to go through it all again. But that's a type of marketing that costs nothing. And almost every single time we did it, we got another customer. Like without failure, every single time. It doesn't matter what your business is. You could have a custom hair appointment that you're going in to color somebody's hair in their house. And you just go to the door on the left, door on the right, the ones across the street. Hey, how are you? Who did hair? Somebody said they were doing hair. What was your first name again? Morgan. Hey, my name is Morgan. Just letting you know I'm doing your neighbor Sally's hair. I'm going to be parking here. I apologize if I'm in your way. Just let me know. I'll move the car. Okay. You do hair? I mean, that's how the conversation's going to go. I do custom appointments in your home. How much is that? Well, actually, I'm looking at your roots there. They're kind of bad here and this and that. And, okay, and then you go to the next door, nobody's home. You go to the one across the street, the one across. I mean, you'll probably end up with at least one. I mean, for us, it was every single time we got another customer. Every single time. I learned this from a roofer who did it to me. Knocked on our door, and, you know, we've all got roofers knocking on our doors. But they handed us this little teddy bear magnet made out of cinnamon and a thing. And then they said, hey, just letting you know, we're Bob's Roofing. We're working across the street. Our guys are going to be making some noise at about 8 in the morning. I'm sorry if you need us to move your truck. Here it is. And if you want a free quote on your roof, let us know. They were doing that. It wasn't pushy. It wasn't aggressive. They probably had $1 into their magnet, but most of the time that's free marketing. So I'm not going to recap all of the last one, but if you go back to that session, you can go through. The whole night was just idea after idea after idea like that. So here's a big question. Who is here again? Okay. Who here did any of the things we talked about in the last 2 weeks? Jonathan? What was your first name again? Shanique. Anyone else? That guy? Okay. What was your first name again? Jim, Jonathan, and Shanique. Why don't you come on up? You've earned the free publicity, also a form of marketing. Okay. So, Aaron, let's start with Shanique. Ladies first. Remind us again of your business.
Oh, sorry. So I have an outreach ministry.
Outreach ministry. So what does that mean?
So I go to different, because I also work for another company that does homeless outreach, and there wasn't any ministry involved because it was kind of all-inclusive. So I started a ministry where I go into homeless shelters and domestic violence, different types of shelters and facilities, and I do like community outreaches there.
And so you need marketing to do this?
Yes, because you need to be able to show them that you are real and that you exist and you're not there to be a predator on their people.
Understood. So what did you learn specifically 2 weeks ago that you used?
Do the thing that you don't want to do. And for me, that was my type of door knocking. And that is where you have to go, instead of calling, hey, I want to come bless your people, you actually go there to each place and you ask for the manager and you sit down and you wait until they have time to talk to you, and then you talk to them and tell them all about it, and then you say, well, I'm going to send you some information and then I'll follow up in a couple of days, and then you actually go back to follow up in person instead of calling, because it's really hard to get the managers on the phone at facilities.
Did it work?
It did.
How many times?
Every place that I went to, they wanted me to come in there.
Every place. Awesome. That's great. Okay. And you weren't really doing much of that?
I was, but I wasn't following up. I wasn't sending the email. And it was very half-hearted. Like, I didn't have faith in myself when I was doing it. Like, I was just going like, I know I'm supposed to do this, so I'm going to go. But I also did that, so I mixed it. So I prayed first, and I asked the Lord what places to go to. And when I would pass them on the street, he'd be like, go in there. And I'm like, why would they? Okay, I'm just going to do it.
He wouldn't tell you to go in there if they were going to say no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
And those were the places they were like, yeah. And one of the places actually was like, you came in the right place. And this is an apartment complex, because I wanted to also do something with like regular families, like apartments, and start partnering with them as well. But I wanted to make sure that the homeless community was taken care of. So I've been praying for it in service when we do the 30-minute prayers. And I had some of the staff here asked me to go do homeless outreach with them. And it gave me the idea of how I could still do like soul winning to make sure that that community is served and still do the other things.
So you didn't want to do the door knocking.
I did
You
not.
were reminded that it works, and sometimes you just got to go do the thing that you don't want to do.
And
then
follow
you
up.
did it, and then it worked every time.
Mhm.
And it didn't cost you much.
It didn't cost me anything.
It didn't cost you anything.
Anything
Okay.
at all.
That's great. Well,
I
thank
actually
you.
got someone who said that they were going to start giving me stuff at one of the apartment complexes. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Everyone give her a hand. You know, it's nice when we come up here and talk every 2 weeks for hours to know that it works sometimes. Okay, Jonathan.
Sir?
Well, let's.
Oh, I
yeah.
did. You talked about alliance marketing, working with people.
Now,
who
real
do
quick, let me
something
just brief them what alliance marketing
I was just about
is.
to say.
Oh, well, you can. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's fine. Working with someone who does something similar to you, but not the same thing. And so.
Meaning when you and another company share the same customer, but you're not in competition. An example would be somebody that cleans windows and somebody else that mows lawns. You can both refer to each other, share the same customer, but you're not fighting over the same customer.
Right.
Okay.
So the giving is a little less than the getting right now because I don't know a lot of people, but so I started talking to realtors, and actually I was going to talk to Jim tonight. But you know, realtors know people who either want to sell their home and need to fix it up, or just bought a home and need to fix it up, and so. You know, I'm not in competition. I don't sell homes, but I can help fix up homes. So that was the thing I took away. I've already been in touch with a realtor. I'm hoping to get in front of their team and do a presentation. So
and that cost you?
That cost me gas is all, and maybe some donuts to bringing in for the.
Those realtors like their donuts.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
They also really love thank you gift cards. Yeah.
No.
Well, Jim, what do you want? What do you like? Here, we'll do it right now. All right, so real quick, to stay up here. Jim.
Give me business.
Yeah. So, Jim, tell us, well, so last couple of weeks we talked about some different kinds of marketing.
Exactly.
And you grabbed one.
So it was, again, strategic alliance, okay? I just happen to have a show and tell.
Yes, sir.
All right. And I was showing this earlier to Tony. So I market to my neighborhood. That's my geographical farming, and I hunt there. Meaning I go to the door. So you like Tony was saying, I'm not afraid to door knock. But what this is here, this provides for my neighborhood good, valuable information about the home activities of sales, inventory for like 5 quarters, you know, for the people who live in the neighborhood. So it's something of value. But what I started instituting here was the last page. A preferred vendor directory, okay? And so this is like, you know, really the strategic alliance and co-branding, working with others, again, dissimilar businesses, but like there's a roofer. We're going to talk. But it's adding people here, okay, and they're helping with the costs of, I do the delivery, but they're helping defray the costs of the marketing material.
And pretty much every person in your neighborhood knows who you are, has seen your face. At
Well,
least
yeah,
once a
they've seen that
quarter.
mug.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, he's here again. He's
Yeah.
going to tell us how many of the neighbors sold their houses.
Absolutely. Yeah. And also a couple weeks ago, it was an event. It was called the Kingsfield is where I live. It's called the Kingsfield Bash. So we sponsored a face painting for the kids. This was another way of
Which cost you how much?
$40.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the 2 face painting kits. I had the volunteers, my wife, my beautiful wife, one of my daughters. And again, you made contacts, got names, numbers, and then you reach out. And I trying to get an appointment with this one couple, so we're still working on that. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Works good.
Exchange phone numbers?
Yes.
After, okay. You got it. Okay, great.
Yes.
Alliance marketing right there. He fixes houses. Okay.
Yeah, this is how it works. I mean,
This is how it works. So there is the fellowship part of KBF, and I'll get to you in 1 second, of Kingdom Business Fellowship, which means do come early. Mingle, get to know each other, well, not tonight, but other days, stay late, get to know each other. I always have to say this. We, as Revival Ministries International, don't know everyone. So some business people are good, and some are not as good. So you're going to have to use your own wisdom, your own discernment. Tony, I met this person. They came to KBF for the first time. I'm going to invest $1 million into their business. Like, really? Have you prayed about it? Who are they? Where did you know them from? What are they doing exactly? Oh, they got this Bitcoin thing. I'm like, okay, well, that's not wise business at all anyway. But you know what I mean? So just because somebody's in here, don't give them your whole life savings yet, but get to know each other. You know, and the Holy Spirit will show you and form relationships and friendships. That's why, by the way, we get asked all the time, why don't you have a Kingdom Business Fellowship directory of all the businesses? We just don't. And I don't know that we ever will get to know each other. And that's how we're going to build these business communities. So, yes, ma'am. Remind me of your first name.
Morgan.
Morgan, and you do?
The hair salon.
Hair. And you were
Yes.
here 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
We talked about different marketing things,
Yes.
and you grabbed one of them.
I did.
Which
So
one?
It was the one that I hated to do, which was the social media.
Okay.
So I've been looking for a hairdresser for my salon for a good year and a half. We had to move our business, and we lost a couple of stylists. So to find the right person in this very small town that would have their own clientele, it's been a challenge. So after that class, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get on the local social media site that's free. It's
We
called
talked about-
Friends of Falmouth. So I got on there, and only
Wait, what's
on-
it called?
I think it's called Friends of Falmouth because it's on Cape Cod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got on there, and on Saturdays, they allow you to say something about your business, not any other day. So on the Saturday, I posted, within an hour, I had a woman call me who was a hairdresser whose salon was just closing, and she was wanting to find a new place, and she was a little bit like on the desperate side, and she told me her story, and I said, I've been praying for you for over a year. And it was so amazing. So we're going to actually meet this weekend, and I know it's going to happen.
Now, I'm going to ask a couple questions. So the social thing, was that on
Facebook.
It was on Facebook. So it was like a Facebook group?
Yes. It
So
was
you found a local
community group. You had mentioned that.
Yeah, we talked about, you
Yeah.
don't always have to pay for Facebook ads. You can find your local Facebook community group, join that, and talk to people of that interest. When we were selling air purifiers, we were joining groups that were like into centered breathing and yoga,
Right.
one with the universe, and all of these things. I'm like, hey, they need clean air. They especially would like it. So, no, that's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Great. Yeah. And I even put some signs out front of my business, too. So I've been believing
Now,
the
I think
Lord
that was
for-
just the first time you did it,
Mhm.
and the only time you did it.
Yep.
Now, imagine if you do it every Saturday.
Ooh, no.
You jump on every Saturday. Hey, this week we have a few special openings left on our book on Thursday. Yep. Wow, it's amazing how fast the time goes. Anybody else? Well, here's what we'll do next. Let's do a few questions. If anyone has any specific to their business or their thinking, and just want to ask a marketing question or two in general. Yes.
I know you are an inventor and you have new products and all that. When you have a new product and you are not manufacturing yet because you haven't found a manufacturer, whatever the reason, when is the best time to start marketing before you start selling?
That's a great question. I'll tell you two answers to that.
Yes,
Okay. There's the Chinese way. A Pakistani. No. Oh, no. Wait, you have the marketing. I'm talking marketing now. I learned this from a friend at the time who he makes shoes. So he would think of a shoe and design it and then 3D print it and get it all done. And then he'd send it to some factory in China and get a model made. And then he would send it to like the big companies like Adidas and Nike. Look at this new soccer shoe. They're like, oh, we love it. We'll take 50,000 of them. And then he'd get the order and go back to his factory and order 50,000. Now to him, they're costing like $10 a pair, or maybe $8. And then he gets them, and then they add all the Nike logos to it, and then they sell it to Nike, who pays him like 15. So now he's making $8 a pair times 50,000 pairs. And then Nike puts it on the shelf for $145, or whatever it is, their new soccer. But that was his business. He would do this, come out with a couple new models of shoes every year. And I would ask him, I'm like, aren't you worried about them, copying the idea or knocking it off? And then my idea with we make pool tables that look like cars. Like you walk in, there's a Mustang, like a full actual one right there. Bumpers, lights, rims, everything. But the top is gone and there's a pool table instead. So carpooltables.com. And if you look at that, I was very concerned that, it doesn't, China could build them for 1/10 of the price that I could. And I was talking to some people in that whole marketing world, and they said, well, here's the thing, Tony. China's not going to copy you at first. They're going to market first. They're going to make the pictures, put the website up, spend some money on advertising, promote it, and see if they get any orders. If they get 2 or 3 orders, they're going to be like, well, thank you, never mind, we're out of stock forever. And then they close down the idea. If they get 50,000 orders, we're starting a factory now. And they go ahead and do it. So that's a business model that if you've invented a thing, or if you have an idea like that, you can actually, especially now with AI, like it used to be a big ordeal. You could create your website, images of your product. He's not here today, Daniel, another KBF guy from DeLand. He went to my website, took my carpool table pictures, and then photoshopped them in using AI into like very prestigious ballrooms and locations and things. And you would have thought they were there and somebody took the picture. And it used to be that you had to edit it. Now he's just telling AI, take this pool table, put it in a big ballroom with windows, and it does it, and it looks perfect. So we have some advantages now that you could take your pictures, take your drawing, put it in there, get it looking like it's already set up in people's houses, put together a little Shopify website for whatever that costs now, $39 a month. Get the word out there and see if you start getting orders or any interest. And then that allows you, and if you do, hey, I just got 200 orders. You can even say, hey, our delivery time is 12 weeks because you haven't made any yet. Pre-order now. Yep.
Goes like, oh, are you selling it now? How can I order too? And then you're like,
Yeah.
I am
So-
not manufacturing yet.
No, but that's okay. So you don't lie and keep their money, but you know what I mean? You can test the market. So sometimes you'll do that and you'll find out, hey, I got 3 orders last year. Maybe I'm not going to do this business. But other times you might get involved and say, hey, this is actually going to kind of work. One of my businesses, we don't manufacture until we get the order and it's been paid for. So I don't make these and hope somebody buys them. Somebody wants to order one, great. They're all custom made. You pay us, we make it out of your money, and then we send it to you. Okay, great. No one has a problem with that. We've sold probably $8 million worth in 38 countries, always getting paid in advance, using their money to manufacture and sending it out. So that's a business model that works, and that's very marketing centric, right? The other way is to do, which I wouldn't recommend unless you have piles of money, and that big piles of money. You find the manufacturer, you go get 20,000 of these things made, packaged, ready to go, you bring them here, and then you try to sell them. And that's how you find the QVC sale warehouses for $2 per item, because they're just trying to, and you just want to not do that. It's so much better to do the marketing first and see if there is an interest, and then even get the orders first. So, any other marketing questions? Let's marketing specifically, advertising, how to get the word out about your business. Actually, let's do this. Does anybody have a question for any of the people that were up here?
How does Shanique...
Wait, Steve. Okay, there we go.
I'm very interested in knowing how Shanique makes money doing what she's doing. That is very interesting what she does. I cannot begin to imagine how she turns dollars doing that.
She doesn't. We make a special exception. For those of you here that run nonprofits, people will come to me and ask me nonprofit questions, and I tell them, I'm sorry, I only know how to make profit. And so, but God is providing everything for you when you're a nonprofit in ministry. So, but I do get asked that a lot. Can you help me with my nonprofit? Nope, I can't, I'm sorry. I'm a business person. Yep.
I work for a nonprofit.
They pay you?
Well, yes.
Oh,
I
so you
get
do?
a salary
Okay, yeah.
from a nonprofit.
That's
that
how she
I
makes her
work
money,
for.
Steve.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
So I do natural ministry,
Yep.
where you're helping people with different resources for a full-time job, and I get a salary, 401k, all of that stuff off of that. But then the same people that I help for work during the daytime, when I minister, I'm ministering to the same exact people. So I already know them from work. So I know which ones, okay, that one definitely needs to be prayed for. That one needs something cast out. Not one, they're people, I love them. They're my friends. But also, like, there's grants. There's, so once you get better known, hence the marketing as well, and people know you in the community as someone that they can depend on for those resources to go to you to help with people who are like difficult cases. You can get grants, you can get sponsorships from there's like bigger organizations, they have sponsorships and stuff, and there's a certain amount of money that they have to give, like their
So it is a lot like
corporations.
business. Like if
Yes.
you're good at what you do, people
Yeah.
will come looking for you to give you
Yeah.
money.
Yes.
Yeah, that's every business, whether it be a nonprofit or a ministry or what it is. Now, it's amazing to me that it's 6:40 already, 6:41. And for those of you that came late, what we're doing is we're ending shorter tonight. At about 6:45, maybe a teeny bit after, to give everyone a chance to move into Studio B, because Pastor Rodney's doing a special live broadcast and everything in there tonight. He's heavily promoted it and would love all of us to be there. And so we're going to probably start that in about 4 minutes. Let's see. Speaking of marketing, we who here is in... Don't hit me for this question, and I'm not joining yours. Who here is in some type of a multi-level marketing business or a network marketing business? So 1, 2. Okay, 3. Anyone else? I know you don't want to call it that, but that's what it is. 4, 5. Okay, 6. Okay. If I was to name the names, Mary Kay, Amway, Valara, all the different ones, Zoom out there. I have been toying with the idea of doing a special marketing and sales KBF specifically for people who are in that type of business structure without necessarily focusing on your specific business. Because as business principles are true, like every animal has guts and skin, every business has management, marketing, sales, production, finance, and human resources. Every type of network marketing and multi-level marketing also has a lot of the same similar structures that will work in place. I have friends that have done exceedingly well and made ridiculous amounts of money in the last 10 MLMs they were in, because they've realized, yes, the products are great, the system is great, the friends are great, all the great everything, right? But there's also systems that work. There's common sense management, marketing, sales, production, finance, human resources, referral marketing, and systems. We talked about that 2 weeks ago. So I don't know when we're going to do it. I'll pass it by Pastor Eric because he's super good at that. But that might be one that we could actually do a special KBF just on that, like how to turn one sale into the next 3 sales, how to market to people outside of your church, different things like that. Hey, let's see. Maria, is anyone still left on Zoom? Does any of the Zoom people, were any of the Zoom people here 2 weeks ago? Are they listening?
Yes, we are.
You are listening. Thank you. And we're listening to you now. No, they're not listening? Oh, they weren't here 2 weeks ago.
We can hear you, but we don't understand the question. Are we supposed to say something?
What?
We can hear you. You said, are we here last 2 weeks? I said yes.
You did. So when you were listening 2 weeks ago, and thank you so much for joining us that way.
Thank you.
Did you take away or learn anything specific in marketing that you've used in the last 2 weeks?
Not yet, because we are still setting up.
You're still setting up? Okay.
Yes, please, because I'm setting up a billboard business in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah, to do advertising on billboard. So we are still, we've gotten everything ready. We've just gotten the office space. So God willing, by next week we should be okay.
That's awesome. Well, you'll have to keep us posted. Tune in every couple of weeks. And then, Rachel, do we monitor that chat during KBF? We do. That's awesome. I would love to hear from you when you get that up. That's a really cool business. I mean, who knew KBF is international now? You're starting a billboard marketing advertising company in Nigeria.
Yeah, but I'm living in the UK though.
You live in the UK?
Yes, please. But I'm from Nigeria, so I have a team over there.
Wow. That's awesome. Well, it's nice. What's your first name?
My first name is Gold.
Gold?
Yes, Gold Greenaway.
Wow, like gold jewelry?
Yes, please.
That's great.
Gold.
I wish I had the name Gold. That's great. Well, God bless you, Gold. We look forward to seeing all he's going to do. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, the 6:45 alarm has gone off. I kind of thought this was fun, the interaction and the whole thing. So We used to do things like that. I'd like to do some more of that, where we actually can even break off into groups and help each other, because we've got all sorts of different people here at different experience levels, different kinds of businesses. So for those of you that are going to join us in Studio B, if you haven't been there before, you're going to go back the way you came, so kind of that way right into the pavilion. But as soon as you get in the pavilion, cut across the front to that side, and that has an entrance that'll take you right into Studio B. So God bless you all. Thank you for coming. Heavenly Father God, thank you for this time. Bless every single person here abundantly above all they could ask or think. In Jesus' name, amen.